wikiDeeks. If you guys haven't listened to Frank Military's interview with Karen, you got to check it out because it's a fantastic and eloquent and articulate window into one of the minds of this show and why it's been so successful for the last 10 years. And one of the things he talked about, which I loved, is he has an inclination of kind of writing dark material. And his rationale for that is that the light is the brightest when coming from the dark, that we find our humanity and the best version of ourselves sometimes in the darkest of times for characters, which I think is true. And I also think it's a great segue into the question that you guys asked me, which is that how do you balance comedy and drama? Two things to consider. I think that drama works the best when our emotional walls are down as an audience member. And I think that if it's just strictly drama, sometimes we have self-preservation emotionally, which doesn't allow us to experience the true lows and highs of what the story is. So I think that comedy diffuses that and allows us to open ourselves, and therefore we experience the drama in a much more real way. But the other side of that is the balance of you never want the comedy to take away from the stakes of what it is that's happening. So it's a constant struggle to see if it goes too far or detracts from what the plot or the rising tension or whatever it is that we're doing for the dramatic through line of the episode. And there's times when I think that my character has gone too far, and there's times in which I think that we could have gone further, and we never really know until it's edited together. And it's always surprising to see what works. But a lot of that we pulled from the research we did for people that are in, the SEALs and special forces that were, in the most desperate of times, life or death. They were always using comedy as a kind of a way to propel themselves forward, which I fully embrace. But that's a great question.